Hi guys, this is Oni Music here for the second part of my first video. In the last part, you've seen me talking about some of the accessories that have been released by Hasbro, such as the Pegasus Thunder Whip Stadium, the launcher grip, and the string shooter. In this part, I'll be talking about some of the Beyblades that have been released by Hasbro, and I don't have any of the dual packs at the moment, so I'll just be talking about the single packs that have been released for the Canadian market. I do intend on getting some dual packs for review purposes, however. So what you see here is the 7 Beyblades that have been released by Hasbro thus far. By that I'm talking about the Canadian market. I understand that the US has received Flame Sagittario C145S and Storm Capricorne M145Q. One source has been telling me that they have seen the 2 said Beyblades in a Canadian store. However, I have not seen them myself. So, just for your reference, if you guys are interested in getting those Beyblades, just keep your eyes peeled, as they are, as they should be released sometime soon. So, let's just get into this, and I'll show you what is included in these Beyblades. So you can see at the top here, the light launchers. Each are color-coded for the type that they come in. So for Pegasus and Aquario, you'll see that it comes with the red light launcher, and red is just for attack. For Rock Leone, it comes with a yellow light launcher as its defense type. For Dark Wolf, Dark Bull, Dark Gasher, or Dark Cancer, and Rock Aries, it comes with a blue light launcher, which is for balance. And if you guys have a Flame Sagittario, you'll notice that the launcher is light green for stamina. Below here, you'll just see the Blader cards, and basically it just shows the code that you use on BeybladeBattles.com, which I do not use. And on the other side of it as well, you'll see a parts list, much like what you're seeing right now. At the top here, you can just see some of the characters' faces, except for Storm Aquario and Rock Aries. And I'll tell you why. It's because in the anime, you'll notice that Hikaru and Hyoma both use light wheel versions of these. And by that, if you've heard of Wind Aquario and Clay Aries, Wind and Clay are light wheels, which are made of plastic. And Wind is the light wheel version of Storm, and Clay is for Rock. And basically, they aren't as useful, as they do not perform as well as the metal wheels. So I do not recommend getting them, and they aren't going to be released by Hasbro anyway. So I'm just going to go over the parts list here, starting with Pegasus. So at the top here, you'll be able to see the Pegasus face, kind of. Next is the Pegasus Clear Wheel, or the Energy Ring, as it's called here. The Storm Metal Wheel, or the Storm Fusion Wheel. The 105 track, which is currently Hasbro's second lowest track. If we're talking about import Beyblades, this is currently the 4th lowest track. 85 being the lowest, 90 being the next lowest, 100 being 3rd, and 105 being 4th. Next, you'll be seeing the rubber flat tip, which is great for attack types. And a lot of you have been complaining about stamina issues. It's because rubber has more friction, and therefore it allows the Beyblade to move more. But as you guys should be aware of, rubber tips aren't supposed to have good stamina, and nor is the attack type as a whole. It's just for quick KOs. Overall, I would recommend anybody to buy multiples of this Beyblade if they're looking for an attack-based custom. To properly use this Beyblade, you might want to be banking or sliding shoot, which will be shown in my next video. And there is also a video on Beyblade channel, which I will include in the box below. So this Beyblade, Storm Pegasus, is a definite must for attack bladers. Next up is Storm Aquario, and I'll just be quick with this Beyblade. The only good parts out of this are the 100 track, which is great for attacking Beyblades, and the Aquario Clear Wheel, which is currently the 2nd heaviest, and it can be used for defense and stamina customs. You can already get the Storm Wheel for the more useful, or from the more useful Storm Pegasus. And Whole Flat Sharp or Spike or HFS has some balance issues, as the tip is so fine that when something hits it, it'll just start teetering a lot. So if you really want the track from this, I do intend on getting one. However, if you're willing to wait for Lightning El Drago 100 HF to be released, because it's just so much more useful. And Storm Pegasus is a lot more, or Storm Pegasus is really good out of the box anyway, so it really needs no customization if you just want to use it straight out. Next I have Rock Leone, and this is one of my favorite Beyblades at the moment by Hasbro. You have the Rock Wheel, and I just want to say that the Rock Wheel is currently Hasbro's most versatile wheel. It can be used for stamina and defense customs, but more so for defense at the moment. However, you have to be aware that there are recoil issues. And what recoil is that if a Beyblade hits this, there's a chance that it may self-KO itself. And if not, it can cause severe stamina loss, which is not good. The part to really get from this is the wide ball or WB tip, which is great for defense types. Currently it is a top tier part, and it is recommended by me. For this Beyblade Rock Leone, I would definitely say that every blader should own at least one. So yeah, try hunting for this Beyblade. Next up is Dark Wolf, and before I go on to the other Beyblades, I have to say that Dark is the most useless metal wheel ever. Never ever use the metal wheel Dark in any of your competitive customs. It's just not a good wheel. It has poor balance issues, and it's crappy, so stay away from that. The one part that you really want from this is the DF145 track here. It's supposed to be producing downforce, which pushes the air to the bottom, and this is really good for stamina types. However, there should be more Beyblades released by Hasbro later on that have this track. So currently, it's not a must to have this Beyblade. However, if you just want the track right now, then just get one. Next is Dark Bull, and there are two good parts in this. You want the SD tip, which currently has the best stamina at the moment. So if you use the SP tip in conjunction with the DF145 track, you'll have really good stamina. You'll also see the Bull Clear Wheel, which is currently the heaviest clear wheel that is released by Hasbro, and it is really recommended for defense and even stamina-based customs. So, as a whole, I would get one of this Beyblade. Next, you'll see Dark Gasher. And there really is only one useful part, in my opinion, and that's the CH120 track here. What's really cool about this is it can go from the 120 height to a 145 height, which is perfect for either attack bays that want to have that smash attack, or for defense-based options. However, there are better tracks such as Sagittario C145 track, or the next item I have here, the ED145 track. So, if you just want that track, I would say just get one of this Beyblade. That's really the only useful part. Next up here is the Rock Aries, and I'll be quick here as I'm running out of time. Rock Aries really has, one or two good parts. You can get Rock from the ever more useful Rock Leone. ED145 is a passable track that is good for defense, and B has more stamina over Wide Ball, and it's almost as good as Wide Ball in terms of balance. And what I mean by balance is whether it can get knocked over easily and start to teeter or not. But if you want balance and decent stamina, go with the Wide Ball instead. So there you have it. This is the 7 Beyblades that have been released so far. If you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them in the box below. If you have any more intricate questions, please just send me a PM, and I'll do my best to answer them. So, good luck with your Beyblade hunting. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.